Okay, anyway, since I was rudely interrupted, let's start again. Sonic looked around while people were giving Amy gifts. He noticed that the dark hedgehog was missing. "Did you see Shadow?" he asked Rouge. She shrugged. "He probably almost died from not being emo for like an hour," she said. Sonic looked around the house and saw a sidewalk. "Maybe he went that way." Sonic quickly took off, now extremely worried. As Shadow was just about to go home, he saw the bright blue color he couldn't get enough of. "Chad's eye!" Shadow jumped up to embrace Sonic. "Sonic," Shadow mumbled. Sonic was stunned, not expecting his usually composed, serious self to be so afraid and innocent. "Are you okay, Shadow?" Sonic asked him. Shadow didn't respond, which worried him. "What's wrong?" "Whoa. What's wrong?" He pulled away quickly. "Why are you acting like this?" Sonic demanded. "Sonic, do you like Amy Rose?" Shadow asked. "Why does he care about Amy? Why is he asking me?" Does he like Amy?" Sonic thought to himself. Sorry, I need to burp. Wow, the ultimate life form really have a crush on. Wow. Wow, does the ultimate life form really have a crush on Amy Rose? His throat cracking at the last words. He asked teasingly, but he was in so much pain. Sonic sat down weakly onto the bench. Shadow sat down next to him, pulling Sonic toward him by the waist. "No, Sonic." He pulled Sonic in for a kiss. This will probably ruin my life. This will probably ruin my reputation and my life." But Shadow thought to himself. Sonic was in shock, his eyes wide open as Shadow kissed him. He eventually kissed Shadow back, feeling as if it had been years since his last breath. Finally, Shadow pulled away, standing up. "I'm sorry, Sonic. I don't know what's gotten into me." Shadow spoke like he was afraid for his life, which he probably was. Sonic stood up and got close to Shadow. Whatever got into you, will it happen again?" Sonic asked, hugging Shadow. Shadow's breath hitched. "Shadow, I love you. I always have. I think you're the coolest person. When you smile, laugh, when you sulk, and never show up, I love you so much." Sonic whispered. Do you feel the same way?" Shadow's only response was pulling Sonic into another kiss. He pulled away. "Sonic, I have loved you for so long." Shadow mumbled, his cheeks flushed. I don't really know how this works. Do you want to, come over and we can... Shadow was interrupted. "Sure, let's go over to your place." Where am I? Sonic whispered into Shadow's ear. Shadow had never felt this feeling before. It was like there was a heat growing in his stomach, wanting to release. "Yeah," he groaned. He picked Sonic up and gave him a piggyback ride. Sonic's face turned bright red because it was now apparent that he was hard. That turned Shadow on even more. When they got back to Shadow's shared a house with Rouge and Omega, Sonic looked around. "I just realized I've never been here," Sonic mumbled. "Well, you'll be seeing a lot more." Shadow smirked. Shadow gave Sonic a quick sloppy kiss, whilst carrying him to his bedroom. He locked the door behind him, throwing Sonic down onto the bed. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. Shadow mumbled in a low voice to Sonic. I do, Sonic replied with a nod. Shadow removed his and Sonic's gloves. Oh, my neck hurts. Shadow leaned down over Sonic to kiss him slowly before tracing his hands down Sonic's body. Shadow slowly shifted towards Sonic's neck, gently biting down on him and then sucking on the wound. Sonic gently moaned as Shadow teased him. Shadow shifted his hands lower and lower to untie Sonic's swimming trunks. His ruby eyes glared at Sonic's as a last-minute precaution. Okay. When Sonic didn't say anything. Okay. When Sonic didn't say anything, Shadow quickly slid his trunks down, exposing his hard dick. He began by gently and slowly looking up and down him, making Sonic moan loudly. Then he got up to remove his own trunks, his cock popping out. Slowly, shadows. Shadows spread. Why is so quiet? Shadow spread Sonic's legs, but it put in, earning a loud whine from Sonic. He started slowly. Oh, there's so many S's. He started slowly thrusting into Sonic, hearing small, heavy pants from him, which were telling him to go faster. But please, Shadow. Oh, please. Why is it so quiet? But please, faster, Shadow. Sonic managed to whine. Shadow complied with the quick comment. Of all my years of living, I never thought I'd get I never thought I'd get I'd get the one and only Sonic the Hedgehog to beg for me. Wow. My neck hurts. Shadow groaned. Before long, he started thrusting harder and faster, pounding into Sonic. Pleasure was erupting through Sonic as he was being destroyed by Shadow. Shadow was groaning, with Sonic tightly wrapped around him. Sonic moaned Shadow's name loudly as he came, which made Shadow go through the same sensation. Shadows shot through Sonic as Shadow groaned Sonic's name and threw his head back. A minute later, Shadow pulled out, earning a slight moan from Sonic. Geez, Shadow, Sonic mumbled, regaining his voice. What's that? Did I do something bad? Shadow asked fearfully. No, you were just really, really freaking good. I thought you were rich. I thought you were a virgin. Sonic weakly smiled. I was. Shadow got up to go to the bathroom, I'll be back. Oh, I'll be right back, he mumbled. He looked in the mirror. Did I really just fuck? Did I really? Hold on. Okay. Did I really just crack Sonic? And he said it was good? And now we're dating? He thought to himself. Whilst he washed his hands, he splashed cold water onto his face just to make sure he wasn't dreaming. When he came back, Sonic was already half asleep, so he just lied down next to him, wrapping his arms around him, then peacefully fell asleep. So that was the end of chapter 1. I will be making another video, sadly. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna do for tonight because it's 12:41 a.m. Good night, everybody.